Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Invest. Today we have a little update on Ravnica Remastered for everybody. It looks like the collector boxes are actually catching a bid on the open market here. I'm very surprised eBay and TCG Player in the last probably 3 to 4 days since they actually spoiled the product. Ravnica Remastered collector boxes went from literally selling nothing the last 2 weeks, nobody pre-ordering, the market rejecting the entire thing, to, well, after the set was spoiled, pack openings have taken place. I think there's around 60, 65, 64 serialized cards, of which obviously a full set of Shocklands, and some of the rares and mythics that people really want, including Birds of Paradise. There's actually an uptick on sales and people pre-ordering the product. Currently, people are paying around $270, $275 plus tax, which is just under, actually no, that's about $300 to $305 a box shipped. I remain very, very skeptical that the product's going to be able to hold this price. The only thing that I believe that's going to hold this is going to have to be a very tight print run. If Wizards does, again, we're like, 30 days away from kind of this whole big announcement and big revealing of whether or not Wizards is going to have enough product or too much product, or nobody really knows. Wizards is stating print runs are tightening and things are changing, starting with this Ravnica Remastered. And everybody, including me, remains very, very skeptical. The draft boxes are even more sketchy. If you want my advice, I would be very, very careful pre-ordering or buying Ravnica Remastered Draft. That was the one that was pre-Amazon dumped, below wholesale, below store, below distribution cost. That one has almost zero pre-orders. I'd be very careful. There's no serialized cards. There's a lot of special versions you can't even get in that product. I'm, as of right now, at $175 on TCG Player plus tax for a draft box. That's almost $200 with tax and shipping. I'm extremely skeptical that Ravnica Remastered Draft is going to be able to hold almost $200 a box after what happened with Dominaria Remastered and the incredible, incredible weakness in the Magic world due to the game piece era in Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast management. Is just off the charts, the worst it's ever been in company history, in my opinion. The collector box does appear to have a little bit more safety. I think it's a little less risky on a percentage scale, but even then, there's a lot of risk here. As of the filming this video, I have literally just 2 camps of patrons, and you all watching. I've got half you saying, Rudy, I can't wait to buy this. I can't wait to see you do box openings. And I've got other patrons that are saying, I ain't touching this shit with your ex-girlfriend. So we've got a very, very divided public opinion on this particular product. Some people are super pumped about it. There's there's a lot of good cards reprinted in it from the Ravnica's history, but again, due to the game piece era impact, a lot of these reprints are so cheap already. There's no $50 to $100 cards lined up in the product anymore, because Wizards with Secret Lair and reprints has reprinted everything so much. There are no modern standard cards over $100. So when they're trying to make these products now, the only real value are going to be special versions and serialized stuff, because they've turned everything into modern game pieces. So all the cards are going to be cheap. I expect by the time you watch this, maybe we get some pre-orders and special versions of cards, maybe $40, $50, $60, $70, not including serialized cards. But even then, when the market comes out, if this thing does not have a tight print run, there's going to be no floor under this thing. And if we see a collapse of Ravnica Remastered collector boxes, and they collapse, remember, store cost on these is like $225, maybe $230 with credit card fees and handling fees and crap. Let's just say $225. So again, this thing can move a little bit. Like right now, stores can make $20. Ooh. But I mean, if these things collapse to $200, or some people are saying $150 a box, it's going to wreck the tone for 2024 Magic. I don't think that's going to happen, but some people do believe that's going to happen. So I think as of right now, I'm going to keep making updates as we approach the release date. Yes, if you want to support Rudy and you're a patron and everything, I am going to offer Ravnica Remastered, just the collector boxes, as little as probably 2 boxes or 3 boxes or a little order, all the way up to a mini case of 6, all the way up to a master case of 24 if you want to be Mr. Big Shot. And it's going to go one way or the other. I mean, we could have an Ixalan situation where it comes out It does okay, and then after release, everybody loves it, and Ixalan collectors in the market goes crazy. It's possible. We just don't know yet. There were some other comments. I guess I'll add here at the end. It's kind of wishy-washy. Proof that they lowered the print run by 25 to 35% on this collector boxes is the pool rates with serialized cards are 1 and slightly above 1% of the packs now. And then that includes non-English packs for English serialized cards and for supplementary products where you get a random collector pack. So there's rumors that the print run and supply was dropped substantially. Again, I remain incredibly skeptical. I just want to pass the message along. Nobody really knows, and be careful if anyone's claiming that we have evidence of it, because we really don't at this time. Even emails that I sent to myself, we don't have any real... None of the messages or anything I've sent to myself were very clear enough where I'm believing anything that's being thrown around in the old chatterbait world right now. I'm not seeing a lot of... There's too many people guessing and speculating. So that's it. As we approach and get closer, obviously for the patrons and my whales and people who still support me, I'm going to try to do as best I can for the master case. Huge orders for you all. I'll try to get the pricing mega low for those of you who want to go after this stuff and do a mass opening, or of course, hunt serialized cards. And hopefully, the print run's actually not real low where we can't do box openings. I don't think that's going to happen, because I do want to at least test it out. I've been really enjoying doing the box openings, and I know a lot of patrons have been enjoying all the, like the Lord of the Rings, the Ixalan, and all the different case openings we've been doing, because the actual pool rates and variance has been a lot better. So that's it, folks. Just want to give you an update on Ravnica Remastered. I would stay away from the draft. I'm going to try selling the collector boxes. The draft, I don't know. They claim they're not restocking. The collectors, obviously, are reordering. I don't know about the draft. I think the draft has a high probability of Amazon getting tens of thousands of boxes. The collectors with serialization and limited quantities is a lot more, at least controlled. But I would be careful on the draft. And it's a very uneasy thing, because it's frustrating, because on the surface, like you all in the comment section is going to say, why should I buy it? Just wait till after the product comes out, Rudy. Then just wait for it to collapse. And then even you should go in and buy it after it collapses. But then if it doesn't collapse, and we get an Ixalan type situation, the price just goes up and you're chasing it. And then at that point, there's no ability to buy it in large quantities. So on the surface, it seems like a very straightforward question of, wait till post-release, and if it tanks, you get everything cheap. But if you have a situation, even Lord of the Rings special, that was another great example. Nobody wanted it, nobody advertised it. It came out, I'll buy it when it goes to $199 and collapses, and never did. And those things are almost back to 300 plus. And same thing with Ixalan. Everybody said, Rudy, Ixalan looks cool and all, but I'm not buying it. I'm gonna wait for like 150, 130, 120 Amazon clearance. And then Ixalan comes out, massive, one of the most successful standard sets I've seen in quite a while. And the prices of the collector boxes actually went up, and there's no sign of them collapsing. And Wizards hasn't done any Amazon dumps on any new collector box products or anything in the last few months. The only thing they dumped was, what they do in the holidays? The Brothers War Collectors, Limit 3, and they dumped that and that was what, 2022 product? They haven't been dumping any new products anymore, so that's all I got. There's your update, everybody. Godspeed. Good luck.